Here we have a pre-owned 2004 Toyota 4Runner. This one comes in the SR5 trim level in titanium metallic on stone cloth interior. And the powertrain consists of a 4-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission, giving us 245 horsepower, 282 pound-feet of torque. And this one just has under 250,000 miles on it. We have halogen headlamps, fog lights, and then a little bit of wear, well, a lot of wear here on the grille. And then quite a few rock chips there on the front bumper. And just a little bit of the clear coat starting to come off there, but for this kind of mileage, pretty good shape. Have a little fading here. And these are gonna be 16-inch wheels, and those seem to still be in pretty good shape. Then we have the running boards here. And to the door panel, power door lock controls, power mirror controls, rear window lock. And then we have power windows here, one-touch automatic up and down for the driver's side. We have a bottle holder there in the back, and then tons of space there in the door panel. We have our center differential lock there, and this is for the brightness of the gauge cluster we can control. And then we have a tilt steering wheel. You can adjust that. And then here we have a 6-way manual driver's seat with power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" longer legs. So let's go ahead and check out the rear leg room. And 2 bottle holders here too. Please excuse the wind noise. Typical spring weather. So that's my room there. I do like that we have 2 seat pockets in the back on both sides, but not the best room. Again, same on the passenger, a rear AC vents, but I could probably adjust it right. This is just a weird setup because I'm sitting up so high and that seat's so down low in front of me, so I can't fit my feet underneath the seat itself. And then center seat folds down. Interesting cup holder tray there. And then we have our dome lights there. Grab handle. So you can hang up several hangers on either one of those if you want to. But a huge shout out to John Roberts Nissan for allowing me to review this high mileage 4Runner, which has a pretty extensive service history. So I'll leave a link below for it in the description if you all are interested. Let's go ahead and pop the gas cap. How do I do that? There it is. And then this one does have a luggage rack on top there. Jesus, wind. There's the gas cap there. Should take regular, no problem. And coming around the back here, we do get that automatic rear window that rolls down. And you can actually remote control that from the key fob. Well, you can set it down from the key fob, I should say. Spares underneath there, exhaust. Tons of cargo space back here. Little storage trays. And then there's your lever and all that for if you ever need to jack the vehicle up with that spare tire. And then several places to hang stuff you need to. And then behind here, additional storage. So in typical 4Runner fashion, even in 2004, tons of places to put things. And then you can even fold the seat down, pressing this up here, and then pulling the seat. And then it'll fold, it won't fold flat, but it'll fold down for the most part. Actually, I know what I'm doing. Pull that up, and then this will fold flat when it's up far enough. So you have that same usability. Now I used to reviewing these older cars, so that's how I used to do it back in the day. Everything wasn't as easy as it is now, but there's that 4-way manual passenger seat, lockable glove compartment here, and you have that bottom tray, just plenty roomy, and then you have a top tray for the owner's manual if you want to put a few papers up there. But now to the engine bay. Let's go ahead and open her up. But there's that 4-liter V6. It's mostly covered up, but still seems to be running pretty good. But we'll be the judge of that on the test drive. Let's get out of this wind, goodness. So we do have the hard plastic vinyl wrap steering wheel here, but this seems to have actually held up pretty nicely to have this kind of mileage on. I see a lot of newer cars with the same material on the steering wheel, and it basically all but disintegrated. So that's quite impressive. And I have the same look in my 2004 Tundra I have, and that has 205,000 miles, still in great shape as well. But over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM. We have a tape player, CD player, and then volume there. You can toggle the system on and off there. And then you can use this to tune through the radio station, and then push that for audio, adjust bass, treble, things of that nature. And then we can use this to seek or go through tracks. You can scan here. Eject button there for the CD player. Hazards here. And then this, which is nice, is automatic up and down this back window here. So I'm gonna press that, and then it drops down by itself, and then one touch up by itself. And I like those mirrors in the back. I don't know if I could get you all to see them very well, but if you look closely, I can see what's actually going out the window or in the window, what's flying from it or whatever. So if I need to keep an eye and make sure nothing's about to fall out, I can do that. The dome might still work. Sunglasses holder. We're back over here. 4-wheel drive controls, put in the 4-wheel high, you just turn it, and then to put in the 4-wheel low, you want to push and turn, make sure the shifter's in neutral, and you can do that. But over here to the controls over here, we can go through different kind of modes here. So range, average miles per gallon, average speed, times over here, and then we have the single zone automatic climate controls, which is nice to have in a 2004. And we can adjust our clock here, I forgot that. So it's just easy to go through that without having to walk through a bunch of stuff. I think it's that time. Actually, that's way off. Anyways, so we can control fan speed here. We have 5 stages. That's off, low, then we kind of have a low, mid, and then we have a mid, and we have a high there. So 4 stages for that, and then you can control the temperature if you want to set it to auto, or control what temperature the air is coming out at you. And then fan directions all over here. So an interesting setup there. A little tray in here, 2 cup holders here, and then for the shifter, you can hold the brake and then just pull reverse, neutral, drive, second, and then low gear right there. Downhill control there. There's a 12-volt hidden in here, storage pocket here, and then to open this, plenty of space, and then you have a little change. Oh, I like that. So it's like a spring, so you can put all your quarters in here, all your dimes in here, all the nickels in here, whatever. And then as you put more in there, it pushes down, you can just swipe them out like that. That's pretty neat. Another look at the back seat. And then blinkers are here. Headlamp controls, corners off, fog lights, and then you can toggle your trips here. Then you can hold reset there, and then it'll reset either of the trips you have. And I believe one of the tire pressure sensors are broken, which a vehicle this age probably. And then Windshield wiper controls, intermittent low, high. You can set your intermittent here, and then your rear wiper here. And then pull that either way for rear wiper fluid, and then pull up for front wiper fluid. And then here are your key fobs. This one still has 2 keys, which is pretty cool. Panic button, lock, unlock, and then that's to roll that window down before you get in the vehicle. But now it's time to go ahead and take this 2004 4Runner SR5 out on the road for a quick test drive. So behind the wheel of this 4Runner, kind of impressed how well it's driving right now. Now the service history on this is quite extensive. I think it had like 65 different service visits on the Carfax. So this was kept in pretty good shape, but still, I'm impressed that it's still driving as well as it is. Now, of course, this was before people really cared about the sound acoustics in the vehicle. And the 4Runners from today, the 22, 23s, still tend to be a bit more noisy than everything else, but it makes up for that in how rugged and capable it is. But this one in particular is, let's just say I can hear the wind noise pretty well. Not overly bothersome, but we'll see how it does when we get up to speed on the highway. But I don't know if it is the wind noise or maybe it's just the tires are quiet, but I can't hear the tires at all. Now, of course, I don't know if y'all can hear it through the microphone, but it's creaking just a little bit. I don't know if it's center console space or what it is, but some of the trim is squeaking somewhere, which again, a vehicle this old with this many miles on it, it's not gonna bother me at all. But I think I did forget to mention the cruise. So to turn the cruise on and off, you just tap that there and then you can adjust up and down, and then you can cancel it there. I'm gonna set it there for a sec. Now I will say, it's driving pretty nicely, especially for an older vehicle, but it's just so easy to control. Even though it's windy outside, I'm not getting blown all over the road. And like I said, that tire pressure sensor is probably due to one being broken. I'm not feeling any sort of sway, or it's not one to cut one way or the other. And the ride itself is very good. So I don't know, I'm assuming that maybe some suspension parts have been replaced just because it's so old, but if not, this is crazy to think that this is still riding this nicely. But even if it had all new suspension, it's still riding very well for this to be a 2004. Specifically a 2004 Toyota 4Runner. So these are not meant to be the best riding vehicles. As I said earlier, they're meant to be the most capable. Now I did notice when I was trying to show the 4-wheel drive, I didn't know if it was I was doing something wrong, because you do have instructions for how to use that and the center differential lock up there, which is nice to have, and of course the owner's manual is there as well. But it was kind of beeping and flashing at me even as I put it back into the 2-wheel drive mode, and I had it in neutral the whole time. So it's possibly some user error, or it might just be something glitching up, because after I shifted the shifter all the way down to low gear and put it back, the lights went off. So I might have had to put it in the low for the 4-wheel low. Not sure. But overall, like I said, the ride has been very pleasant, surprisingly smooth for this kind of vehicle. And brake pedal feels good. It actually feels better than most Toyotas I'm used to driving. No sound from it. That was very nice. Now once this truck turns out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and put my foot to the floor. See how it accelerates. Very nice shift, surprisingly. Smooth, very smooth. So again, I don't know if this had everything redone, but this is driving fantastically for a 250,000 mile 2004 4Runner. So not giving it full throttle, but still pretty easy in the mid-range to accelerate. And especially just having a 4-speed automatic, I'm pretty impressed. So I don't know if there's something going on. I don't know if it's a wheel well or what, or maybe there is a tire with low pressure. I'm hearing a little bit of grinding. From the front tires. But overall, pretty easy to drive. Getting a little sway as I'm getting hit by the wind, but not bad. And as the wind kind of dies down, it went away. It's starting to be a little bit easier to drive. So a pretty standard ride. Like I said, whatever that sound is probably easy to get fixed. Plenty of life still left in this 4Runner, I'm sure. And everything seems to be older, and that, I mean, it's a 20-year-old vehicle, so it's not going to be in perfect shape. Oh, look, there's a Cullinan spot. But still, like I said, has a lot of life left in it. Everything that matters the most seems to be in great working condition. And even compared to some of the vehicles that are on the road today, brand new, still competitive in terms of acceleration, reliability. Some might even say comfort features. But this will bring me to an end of my review of the 2004 Toyota 4Runner SR5.